What up, everybody? This is Jay Celine. This is Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
And this is Melissa Ford, a.k.a. the Curve Queen.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Giovanni. Hold on.
And we're back for another reckless hour here, or hour and 22 and 36 minutes. We have no real set start and end time here.
What's up, Grizzly Adams?
I'm just trying something new.
I like it.
Hey, everybody thinks I have a toupee, so fuck it. I'm just going to redirect their attention to my face. It makes life a lot easier.
I don't know why anybody thinks you have a toupee. You just have really nice hair.
I don't know, but
You got that good hair, girl.
Well, I don't know, but I was really offended by my barber because I was on live getting my hair cut and he decided to lift my hair up to show that it was a toupee. I'm like, nigga, we don't do that.
It's hilarious.
Yeah,
that was a Mike Lowry.
So everybody was like, well, pull it to the left. I'm like, no, we're not about to have this moment. So
hilarious.
Anyway.
Your barber's a dick.
He's a good guy, though, and he's sexy.
Is he?
He's married. He got kids, and let's move on because this could get... Yeah. Everybody was looking at he was on my live looking and people were like, oh, we know why he goes to barber. I'm like, give me my phone back.
I want to see your barber. I just want to look. You know, it's like going to yeah.
We had this whole debate where he was telling me how he was married to his girl because they have kids and have been together for a long time. I'm like, bro, that's not marriage. He was like that. He argued me down that that's marriage. I'm like, it's not really marriage.
I don't want that kind of marriage. That's why
I'm
not married.
Are they not legally married or they are legally married?
He believes the law has nothing to do with marriage.
I kind of agree.
It sounds like marriage is obligation to him, though.
He loves his girl, so now he told me I'm getting married. I'm like, but you already married. He has his own philosophy about it.
Listen, if you living together, fucking cooking, cleaning, playing house, some people think they married.
And I've been divorced a couple times, and thank God none of my shit was taken in that process.
I can't wait to get married.
Aw, look at you, all romantical and stuff.
Love it.
Me, not so much.
Okay, so can we just get into our weekend recap?
You have the floor.
No, because I'm just thinking like I'm in this weird place where we talked last show about me being in a relationship with my business, which is true, or that's my kid or whatever. I don't know if I even have space right now for another human being. Then I'm thinking, do I get a dog? Fuck no.
No, God, no. Please don't get a dog. No, poor dog.
I had a dog. It lived in a cage more than it did in my house.
See, that's evil.
It's a damn shame.
It was a bird. Poor Benny. Okay, so why don't you don't want to start with your week?
I mean, listen, I'm going to be honest. My week was kind of boring. I spent the weekend icing my...
That's still like 2 weeks.
Listen.
Wait, so is your tailbone still hurting?
Okay, so let me tell... Yes, it is still hurting. So
But aren't you going to Australia with me this week?
Yes.
Okay, so how are you going to go to Australia with a Tokyo injury?
Because I bought a coccyx pillow. Okay.
A coccyx
pillow.
Okay.
It's your coccyx bone I
have a few coccyx pillows in my house.
It is your coccyx bone. That is your tailbone, okay? And that is what is either bruised or fractured on me. Now, a bruise can last up to 4 weeks, and a fracture can last up to 12 weeks because I got to sit on this thing.
Damn.
So it's constantly, like getting inflamed. God, Jesus.
You got to just sit your ass down.
Well, that's the problem is that I'm sitting down. So when I'm at home, I'm lying on my stomach with a bag of ice on my ass and my dog's looking at me like, what the fuck?
Well, ironically, I was watching one of our first interviews with Floyd that we did here at Dash with Floyd Mayweather. And you were talking in the interview about how you were massaging his butt. So, Floyd, you need to come home from he's in Greece now, and you need to massage your butt.
He was just in Dubai like an hour ago.
When he called the other day from, I think he was in Russia, to check in on me, I'm like, hey, I'm great. I really downplayed how fucking mad I am that I'm not on that trip. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm great. I'm just here in Glendale, chilling, and you're in fucking Russia.
Hey, man, welcome to Giovanni's world. Shit.
Yeah.
So now I feel your pain.
Hey, man, come on. So thank you, finally.
We'll text you from Australia this week.
Listen,
no problem.
Listen, man, YOLO. There is nothing that's going to stand in my way of traveling and seeing as much as I can. Later on in the show, we're going to talk about this woman, who's 101 years old, and she did an Ask Me Anything profile on Reddit, and she talks about, her one major regret and advice that she has for all of us left here. Listen, that's my mindset. I'm not going to let anything stand in my way. A broken leg would probably stand in my way from going to Australia, but not like a bruised.
You ever been to Australia before?
Bone. I've never been to Australia before.
Oh, well, out of the 5 times I've been there, you're going to enjoy yourself.
Well, don't break a leg. Don't break a leg, even though you still got to walk down the stairs to get to your car.
That's hilarious.
Okay.
I think I'm going to be okay. Well, and other than that, I got a massage, and it's exciting shit. And my dog is still eating her shit. That's amazing. That's
really
amazing.
Did you look into that? Google answers everything.
this is what I think it is. 2 reasons. One, she's afraid to leave it there because she thinks I'm going to flip out. I'm like, no, it's supposed to be left on the pee pad. And number 2, I feed her such good gourmet food. I think that it's just...
You better feed her ass some goddamn kibbles and bits.
And at least we know she's healthy because she could have an upturd.
Your dog is bad and bougie.
People really found it funny. I think that Gio should create his own fucking dictionary.
I already have.
Yeah,
Shit.
bring it in.
So what's the word of today?
Preposterous.
That's an actual word.
Yeah,
No,
but
not
I'm
the
gonna
way he
fuck that
said it.
context up.
Wait, did he say preposterous?
Yes, he did.
Oh
Thank
yeah,
you.
that's not a word.
Popping
Preposterous.
off. Yeah. Oh, I also saw Get Out.
Okay.
I finally saw
and
Get
what did
Out.
you think?
I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
I thought it was brilliant.
Congrats.
It was very suspenseful and very thought provoking.
And he just won a Director of the Year award, Jordan Peele.
But you know what's interesting about this whole Get Out movement and with all these memes and stuff that people are creating? It's actually kind of, isn't it disrespectful?
No, that's just hilarious to me.
No, it's funny. They've turned it into humor, but Get Out, if I understand it, is an African American trying to escape a white family who's, are they trying to kill him?
Yeah.
No, they're not trying to kill him.
Yeah.
No, that's not it. So basically what
Have
it
you
is...
seen the
Spoil
movie?
it.
He saw
I
it.
saw
He-
it. Okay.
But you need me to translate it because
Fuck you.
Sorry, don't
That
leave
is
it.
not true because in the
Okay,
beginning,
go ahead
in
and
the
tell me
beginning,
what-
before you find out what the climax is of the movie, you do think they're trying to kill him.
Wait, there's sex in the movie?
No, until you get to the...
You say climax.
You know what I mean? In the
a
beginning,
joke.
you do think they're trying to kill him until you see what they're actually doing.
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, that's just...
I
So
really-
how
no,
is
I
it that
really
both
didn't.
of you saw the movie and both of you are disagreeing on what was happening
I
in
thought
the
they was
movie?
going to kill a brother. And then I seen the part where you seen, because I don't want to spoil it for people.
Just spoil it.
No.
They've made enough money already. Just fucking tell
That's
us.
Okay,
hilarious.
I 100% did not think that they were trying to kill him at all. What I saw was it's basically a movie that hints at the marginalization of Black folks, the sunken place. And the sunken place is...
Do you know what marginalization is?
Yes, motherfucker. That means it's just here. You can't go out of this motherfucker. Right here.
It's not a definition, but we'll take the visual and explanation.
Now listen, don't go back to that shit because the Giovanni army gonna get on y'all ass. You better stay in the margins. Okay?
Oh my God. I feel like I'm sitting next to Trump Jr. Okay. Anyways, no, it was interesting. So it's basically like it's the insinuation that Black folks are physically more capable than white folks, but they are more mentally capable than we are. So what it is
What do you think about that? That's provocative.
it is very provocative, and I think that
That was a provocative question, or that was provocative.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think he makes a really good argument for it in the movie, and it's just fascinating. You just got to see it. It's even if you know what happens, you still have to watch the movie. It's really, really good.
And,
so basically what they do is they take over Black folks' bodies by implanting the majority of a older white man who's his health is failing. They implant the majority of his brain in, but there's still a little part left of you, and you're just trying to get out. It's really dope. It's really dope.
really well.
Because a camera flash will you're under hypnosis.
So maybe I'll go see it tonight so I can have an opinion tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it's one of those movies you have to watch about 2 or 3 times because there's so
No,
many.
not really. No.
Because there's so many little innuendos in the movie. Like you didn't pick on him picking cotton out the couch.
No, I didn't. I
You
didn't.
didn't
I didn't get a chance to.
That's why I'm saying you have to watch about 2
As
or
a matter
3
of fact,
times
wait,
to
hold
pick
on a
up on
second.
all
If
the
you
little
have-
innuendos.
Okay,
Whoa.
wait,
Even Jordan Peele said that himself.
Wait, can I just say that's why he's making so much motherfucking money? Of course, a film director would want you to see it 2 or 3 times, but if you can't get a movie the first time,
You're not going to, because it's like when they're eating cereal.
what's love got to
it's
do
the
with
white,
it? What's love got to do with it? He was beating her ass.
No, what I'm saying is it's so many
Color Purple. Color Purple.
stereotypical innuendos in the movie that people have found. It's like, where's Waldo? Like you're gonna find, I didn't know that. I saw the fucking color only milk in the back, shit like
Gio,
that.
Calm down.
Wait.
It's true.
Can I just say something real quick?
Sometimes
Can I
you
just say
do have to
something?
watch a movie a few times to
In-
pick up on all of the small details.
In all of my years of playing Where's
I'm just telling you
Waldo,
what he said.
I never thought about looking for the cereal or whatever.
Fuck it, just move on.
Because the whole
Move on.
purpose of Where's Waldo is to find Waldo.
for
No.
the cereal.
And once you find,
it's this shit from the movie I'm talking about. Like there's a website that lists like 50 different things that are relating to race and fucking and defamating shitting on black people in the movie, like little shit, like the fact that he picked cotton out the couch that saved his life when he put in his ear. It's little shit like that. The sunken place represented the slaves. Like, it's little shit like that they talk about.
But the takeaway from the movie, I think, because what we were talking about is just what is the general genesis of the movie, right?
I'm just telling you,
it's
you have
deeper
to
than
watch.
it's deeper than what we think on the surface.
It's a lot more.
There's a lot
shit.
beyond the
Thank
surface.
You. It's a lot beyond the surface.
Got you. Okay, we hear now.
It's just basically the overall concept is the marginalization of black folks and just the the lack of opportunities that they're given, and just just how they're looked at by the white race as only being worthy in a certain capacity, and that is usually in the physical capacity. So they're like, feeling on them like, ooh, wow, so you work out and stuff like that, because they know that they're about to occupy their bodies. So it's really fascinating. And to your point, Gio, there's movies that are very confusing, like 6 Degrees of Separation.
Love that movie.
That movie's fascinating, but you do have to watch it.
That was the movie where Will Smith was getting it in with another man, right?
Yeah.
That was hot.
Your reasons for liking the movie and other people's reasons are completely different.
I mean, my takeaway from that was it was soft porn. Your takeaway may be some shit between him and the white family. I don't know.
Yeah, it was a little bit more cerebral than that. Anywho.
Just cerebral.
Anyways.
Speaking of X-Men, what did you do?
Man, this weekend, me and my girl, we went to see Beauty and the Beast.
Was your daughter with you?
No, me and my girl went.
That's like cool. Some relationship shit.
And that shit was good as hell. I'm not even gonna lie. It was really good.
I want to see it.
I enjoyed it. Had my girl's car washed. Shout out to Honeybee Auto Wash, man. They came to the crib, auto detailed my girl's car.
I'm sorry, did they drop a check?
Huh?
Did they drop a check?
No, he's gonna give him free advertising.
Oh yeah.
But the only reason I didn't say anything is because the person he's talking about is fine as hell.
Yeah.
And Gio, go ahead.
I have no dog in the race then.
Go ahead, Gio, and tell them what I did.
Can they wash my car? It really needs a detail.
Well, yeah. They come to your job. They come to your house.
He can wash my car.
His name is Christian Honey Wash Auto Detail. So Jason,
he can wash
me, like he's looking out for me, and I'm Snapchatting and I'm putting up on the gram. And next thing I know, Jason's like, well, he can wash anything. What did you say?
He can wash my car. I don't know.
And then I'm like, well, shit, hire him. Let him come to the crib. And Jason just being Jason. Next thing I know, he's adding this dude on Instagram, and now Christian's adding him back. And I'm like, see, that's how I start.
Oh no! Then you posted his card, and I texted him. I said, "You fine as hell. I'm Gio's friend. I know." He said, "I'm not gay, but I don't blame you for shooting your shot." And I said, "Well, I ain't done yet. Now we're connected. Nice to meet you."
You are 25 savage, but that, and then shout out. I got a lot of big free shit, but I can't say it. So.
What?
I can't say, shout out to HTC Vive for sending me a fucking $1,700 VR system.
Yeah, you can't say that, but you can send me some $1,700.
And I leave next month to Chicago to film, so I've been really just head deep in this script, man. I've been really just doing my character breakdown and just really staying out the clubs, really just honing in and focusing on this character.
That character breakdown must be real heavy because your seat is low today.
I know, man. I was trying to see what the fuck is wrong with my hydraulic system.
People just don't want you to come up.
And then I woke up this morning mad as fuck.
Why?
Because one, I woke up, took a shower, realized there was no body wash. Pissed. So what I did? Use some shampoo, whatever. I'm cool with it. Then I reached out, noticed ain't no fucking towel to dry. So the shit's in the dirty clothes. I get out, had the air dry. What I use? I use my blanket.
I use my
blanket.
I definitely don't know.
And then I go and I'm trying to get dressed and then everything. So that's why I'm up here naked in basketball shorts and a tank top right now, because my girl ain't getting no clean stuff.
You mean your girl didn't do the laundry? That's what you really wanted to say?
So
it's her job to do the laundry?
She do the laundry. I keep the house clean and cook and shit.
All right, okay. Just wanted to know if the chores were divvied out and it wasn't her task.
I will tell you
her job.
I will tell you it all.
I do like doing laundry.
It all depends on who makes the most money. Because in my house, if I provide again, it's different because I'm not saying a woman because there ain't no women in my house. Only women in my house is Yvonne, who comes and cleans up every week. Shout out to Yvonne.
Hilarious.
I don't have any services to name drop or anything.
So if you were with a man and he said that it was your job to do the laundry, would you be offended?
If he paying for everything, you ain't got to pay for one thing in your life.
He's paying.
If he says, "I'm not eating your vagina anymore if you don't do the laundry,"
Melissa don't care about that poom getting ate.
Yes, she does. And every time you say poom poom, it's so like jarring.
And every time you say cock,
I don't say
or
cock.
dick.
I don't say cock or dick on the show.
So you still thinking about it?
No, I mean, I don't have a problem doing chores because
Chores? You call them chores?
They're chores.
Chores is what you have when you're a child. Chores is what you have when you're in a group home.
Hold on one second.
Chores
here.
is not what you have
Google.
when you're in a relationship.
Listen, I'm about to Google.
I don't care what Google says. Chores, you are 12 years old.
Gio, do you call your girl and say, hey, baby, go do your chores?
No. I said, baby.
A chore, a routine task, especially a household one, an unpleasant but necessary task. Thank you.
Don't forget, but mostly referred to when you're 12 years old.
It does not say that there.
Or in a group home or foster home. You definitely don't. I wish I would have one of my niggas say, go do your chore. I don't even know what I would do. I think there would be death of silence in the house.
Listen, here's the thing, is when I'm in a relationship, I actually take pleasure in doing things for my man. So like I
can see that. I'm getting a visual.
Okay. Yeah. I really actually do like doing laundry. Don't ask me to iron. I will not iron a fucking thing. I'll steam. I like steaming, but I will not iron. I don't really like doing fucking dishes.
Cooking
I love. Okay.
There was a time in my life where I hated doing everything except for waking up.
Hilarious.
So what I did was I would just let all my clothes get dirty. Then I would call this service to come and pick them up, wash, dry, fluff, and fold, and then bring back. And I would just put it up.
Yeah. Cooking makes, like, cleaning.
Now there's meal service. You don't have to cook.
Yeah. But cleaning, like, de-stresses me. Like, if I've got a lot on my mind.
Me too.
I start cleaning the hell out of my place because it allows me to just, like, funnel all the bullshit thoughts out of my head and really just, like, compartmentalize what it is that's troubling me. And then by the time I'm done.
House clean as fuck.
I've got, the house is clean. And then it's like, you're clean mind, clean house. It's all awesome.
Clean.
I get stressed. When I'm cleaning, yes, because I realize
you don't want to do it.
Because I realize I'm doing something that I don't have to do.
Right?
Like that's
I love cleaning.
Yeah, I don't.
I love it.
I love a clean place. So I just had a guest in my house. Thank God the motherfucker's gone.
I know who.
Doesn't matter.
I don't know.
They're never coming back.
I could see that you was getting irritated.
No, I have a thing about being clean. If you're in my space, like I don't even leave my house necessarily messy. And like the one thing that I will do that I know irritates even me is I'll leave clothes sitting on the couch for my maid to come and clean them or put them away or whatever. Not clean them, but put them away. So this person used every single towel in my house in 2 days.
No, he didn't. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna look him the same no more.
But left them laying everywhere. So there's towels, and when you have a damp towel, if you don't hang the towel up,
mildew.
I'm laying in bed and I go, the fuck is that? Mildew. I was so irritated. I was just like, can you find somewhere to go for the rest of your trip here, please?
Hollywood Boulevard is right over there. You could just.
I live on it. Just go.
Yeah, just go. The corner right there.
Damn. I'm sorry to hear that,
somebody
bro.
will pick you up.
I see him a lot too.
Listen, this is the deal. I am a random motherfucker, and I had to break this down for somebody yesterday. A trip, some clothes, some shoes, a meal here and there, beach, whatever. That's an investment for me because I can invest a little time. It's just a little resource, but it's like buying a stock. You see it. If the stock don't go up, you fucking sell and move on and buy another stock. That's how I look at niggas. Like it is
deep.
what it is. Anyway, the stock market is closed. So for the rest of my week,
the stock market.
The rest of my week, I've just we have our office now, so we're working out of the Hollywood Unlocked office. And last night I went to support Cassie. She hosted an event in West Hollywood. It was really interesting. New artist, Frank Gatson was there. He's funny than a motherfucker. Those of you who don't know Frank Gatson, he's worked with everybody, Beyonce, In Vogue. He has a new group called June's Diary that's amazing. He's hilarious.
He is hilarious.
I remember, I don't want to put him all the way out there, but he had a house party, I'll just say, when I first moved to LA, and he had every fine LA boy that lived in the county there.
Okay. I can believe that.
Wait, hold on. Does he bat for your team?
Yeah, Frank Gatson. Yeah. Famous choreographer. He's with Beyonce and Destiny Child for like
Michael Jackson.
Years. Michael Jackson. Yeah.
Okay, maybe I know.
He works with Kelly Rowland now. He had a show on BET. He created June's Diary. He used to manage Tyrese. He manages Luke James.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Frank is cool people. He's definitely good he got conversation.
Oh,
He'd be good
man,
to come
talk
on
your
the show.
head off.
Yeah.
He was like, you need to post my girls. I said, they were already posted like 4 days ago.
Right.
We're on it.
Good. We on it.
Well, then we got to bring him up here.
Yeah, no, I'll invite him. So yeah, that's all what else did I do this week? Just meetings. I'm now in this zone of finding an agent. So I'm meeting with all the agencies next week when I get back from Australia. So I'm meeting with UTA.
Don't go too big.
Paradigm. What do you mean?
I think
no, because all I need is, I have the relationships. We have the relationships. You know people, I know people. But I need a partner to work with and like keep things structured and moving because I have so much going on that it's literally like a constant juggle.
Paradigm's really good. I think that's a good happy medium.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, top and
I heard CAA. They'll forget about you.
Will Smith, all like Tom Cruise. That's who they with. So yeah, Paradigm's a good start.
Paradigm.
For you.
Yeah.
So
shout out Pantheon.
You got a lot of fucking shout outs today. I feel like I'm at the fucking BET Awards. First giving honor to God. The nigga woke me up today. What else is going on in the world?
Alrighty then. So Mike Epps is getting a divorce. I'm not sure if everybody knows that, but he is getting a divorce, and his soon-to-be ex wants $109,000 a month in spousal support.
Sheesh. You think Mike making that type of money?
I'm sitting here texting Mechelle Epps, come on our show.
Yeah. Well, during the course of their 10-year marriage, she didn't work. And that was because he did not want her to work. And now she states in court documents that because she's 36 years old and hasn't worked in, 10 years, she's too old to work.
Girl, if you don't get your ass in Bloomingdale somewhere.
Well, let me defend her. I don't know if she's too old. Did she say the word?
She said she's too old to work at the age of 36. I need her to have a seat with that. Okay, fine. Okay, maybe you don't have a skill set, but do not say that.
Let me defend her. Okay, when you get married, marriage is supposed to be for a lifetime, and when you have kids with a man or a woman, you believe you're going to become a unit and be a unit forever, which she probably did. She loved him. She stood by him. Shots in the club. She was by his side driving the getaway car. Okay. Yep. So maybe she didn't develop a skill or a career that can, because to start a career and actually land with retirement and all that, you got to start early and build that shit up, right? For retirement. SSI, I don't know, Social Security, you only get that when you're like 60 something. I don't even want to.
I don't want to think about it.
I can't even think about being that old. But nonetheless, she spent her whole life being his partner, his life partner, the mother of his children and all that. And she didn't focus on a career because he wanted her to stay at home. Then he went out fucking girls and cheated on her. And then now they're getting a divorce. So she should be entitled to something.
Let me tell you something. I, in no way, shape, or form, think that she shouldn't get spousal support. She should absolutely get alimony, and she should absolutely get child support. I just don't like the fact that she said at the age of 36, she's too old to go out and work.
Is Mike Epps even making that type of money to afford that?
He is apparently making a lot of money
so
because he does a lot of touring and stuff. And so, I think last year he grossed almost $4 million. So she says that he is well within the means to afford $109,000. I don't know how she came up with that number, magic number, but she also says that he's cut her off from the bank accounts and the cards, which I think is foul. I think that they're playing a really nasty fucking game, and I think at the end of the day, the kids are the ones that are going to lose.
Actually, let me. Mechelle Epps is my friend, so let me just say that I've talked to Mechelle privately about coming on our show. She took me to I can't remember what concert she took me to. Bryson Tiller. It was some boring ass concert. It wasn't. Bryson was good, but it was too dark and you couldn't see his face. He has this mystique thing. Shit was annoying.
That's Bryson.
Anyway, so I remember asking her, we'll come on the show, do an interview. Can we talk to you? This was early on. And she said to me, I'm not going to play this out nasty in the media. That's just not what I want to do. I want to handle this as amicably as possible. I said, okay, cool. Shout out to you. Then I won't say anything until you're ready. Now that the legal papers are out, now we are talking about it, she should come on the show. But she did say to me that I could be nasty if I want to.
Yeah.
Because we all don't know what's behind that veil. They're keeping this as tight as they can.
Listen, we're gonna go out on a limb. Listen, we've watched nasty divorces play out in the media, so we can only imagine just how bad it got in their household for her to file for divorce. It probably got as bad as it can get. And I'm very pro woman. I just don't like the fact that she said she was too old at the age of 30. And she's gorgeous.
Okay, so I'm 39 years old, and I have a lot of skills. I feel like I can do everything besides fly a plane.
And if you wanted to, you could take some flight lessons.
But to become a pilot, it requires a lot of training. I don't want to start.
You don't have the patience for that.
No, I don't have the patience, but my point is that I am at an age now where it is Hollywood Unlocked or bust.
Look, let's just be 100% honest, all right? I'm going to be honest. Okay. Fuck I'm too old to work. She just don't want to work. She's accustomed to the lifestyle.
She
don't want to work.
I don't think that's fair.
It's the truth.
That's 100%.
She does not say in the court documents that she does not want to work.
That's why she said, I'm too old.
She is flexing the power that she has in this process, and she is going out and being compensated for giving her life to a man who didn't respect her and gave it to other women.
Maintaining her lifestyle is the reason for that number. But maintaining the lifestyle that she's become accustomed to.
Let me give you an idea. So, say for instance, you and Flo Rida got married.
Oh my God! Why do we keep going? Why is he the default?
No, I'm just using it as an example.
Can we use somebody else?
Because he's the richest one.
Okay, fine. You and Daniel Sunjata get married. Okay, picture
he can't afford $109,000 a month.
Right. So let's go back to Flo Rida. Okay. So you and Flo Rida get married. Flo Rida, you have kids by him. You give your career away. You walk away from radio. You walk away from being on TV. You walk away from acting. You're just raising your kids. You're a housewife for a majority of your life. And then one day he fucking bitches all over the world. And you find out they're disrespecting you.
It's
and
not
they
a far cry from what the fuck happened.
But they're popping up. Let's go back to this scenario. They're popping up online. Do we need to stop and talk about something? Okay, but now you've given your whole life to this man. The only thing you have in that courtroom is walking away with money. And who said? Why should your lifestyle switch up now because he done fucked his Instagram thought or some bitch that's reckless and don't care and then the game in between your marriage?
Motherfucker.
I'm gonna take another position. I feel like as a man, first of all, getting a man to the altar is hard as fuck. But once you get him there and he signs his commitment to you, he should be a man and fulfill that commitment.
Call me the runaway bride. I have run away from the altar a couple of times. Anyway, that's another story.
But if Flo would have been able to knock you over the head and knock you up and keep you in his cave for the rest of your life, I feel like if he's reckless and steps out on you and you're accustomed to, I saw when you guys were together swimming in Cannes and wearing all this jewelry and flying on private planes. Why should your life now not?
You're absolutely no. You're absolutely right. You do get accustomed to a certain kind of lifestyle.
So do your kids that you have to raise too.
No, you're absolutely right. You do get accustomed to a certain kind of lifestyle, and this is why I'm a big, huge proponent of the prenup. I
agree with that.
A prenuptial agreement. People are like, oh, well, if you're not, you're not supposed to be thinking about the end of your marriage or the beginning of your marriage. Well, no, sorry. Not in the country where divorce is like more than 50%. You absolutely should be considering something like that. And that should have been, those details should have been hammered out.
Mike's told her not to.
Huh?
Yep, I can see Mike.
Well, you know what? Let me tell you something. There's a concept called self-preservation. And you can't go into a situation as deep as marriage is without thinking about all possible outcomes, and this is to say, I agree that she should be getting spousal support. I agree that she should be getting alimony. I absolutely.
Your issue is that she shouldn't have said, I'm too old to work.
Too old to work at the age of 36 and beautiful? Stop it, girl.
She would have been better off just saying, I'm accustomed to a certain lifestyle with my children. And
I would have left it the fuck alone. I don't give a shit about the $109,000. Ask for what the fuck you want. I don't care. But don't say something like that because that sets women back really,
Are we sure she said that?
It's being reported that is what she said. So you know what, Mechelle, girlfriend, please come up on the show and clarify those comments, because if you didn't say it, I will eat my words. But that is exactly what it is stated that she said from her mouth, that she's too old at the age of 36 to find a job.
And if you did,
and she's gorgeous. I need her to stop.
And if you did say, Mechelle, I feel you because I'm too old to work too. I've been waiting to get married so I could divorce and take a motherfucker's check.
And I'm too old to let my daddy back in my life. So we all got something in common.
See, we're not going into daddy issues. But what else is going on?
Well, on a lighter note, on the opposite end of the spectrum, congratulations goes out to Naturi Naughton. She's expecting her first child with her longtime boyfriend.
Yeah,
I love her.
Her ghost?
No, not her real life boyfriend.
No, he's married with children.
Right. Yes.
But Natari, she's just, I love her. I love running into her. She's just one of the nicest people like on the planet. Just
You
really
forget
sweet.
that she was in 3LW.
I forgot that.
I forgot. She was in 3LW. They kicked her out. They said because she was ugly and fat or something, or teeth. Well, not that was the other girl. But you forget she was in 3LW.
None of the girls in 3LW were fat.
Well, that's what I'm telling you what they said at the time.
Because Notori won an interview.
I know, but
they were not. No one was fat.
I'm telling you what Notori said in the interview.
Okay.
So
does she talk to them still?
No, I doubt it. She's bigger than all of them.
Adrienne Bailon is still doing.
Well, the one with the one with the lift.
That one's gone.
Yeah.
I don't even know her name.
I remember seeing her at parties. She used to be a chain smoker like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
that girl.
Was.
She used to smoke. I mean, smoke a cigarette, put it down, smoke another cigarette. I'm like, damn,
she finally
bro.
got her teeth.
Who, the no-name girl?
Yeah. She's black with a gap in her mouth. I don't know.
Sorry, girlfriend.
Oh,
Sorry.
I forgot to tell you guys I'm in love.
What?
With Coco?
No. I'm in love with Cassie.
Oh, I love Cassie.
She is bad.
No. I don't know what that girl.
He doesn't love her for that reason, motherfucker.
No, I know it's an aura she probably got.
I know.
You.
I love her because she's gorgeous. She's fun. She smelled good last night.
She humble.
You said
She's
that
humble.
at Diddy's house.
Did I say that?
Yes.
So she must really fucking smell good, huh? I mean, because I'm known
smells
to tell
like
her,
money.
She smells like money. She left the club last night in a really nice Maybach. My boy goes, not my guy. My friend says, well, she driving off in a Maybach. I'm like, but that's the heir to Ciroc. What are you talking about?
And De Leon.
But yeah, she smells so good and she's so sweet and she's nice. But
that was a random sidebar.
Yeah.
Okay,
but
congratulations to Natari.
Oh, yeah.
We're extremely happy for her. Yeah. So.
Power, new season coming out this spring. So
yeah, I haven't watched an episode.
I know.
Dios mío, Santa Maria.
I've only watched one episode at Floyd's house, and it's great.
It's great.
I've heard it's amazing, but you know what I think I want to do? I think what I want to do is I want to binge watch.
Oh, you gonna?
How many seasons are they in?
We're going to Australia.
That's fine.
We're going to Australia.
16
What day
hour
are you
flight.
leaving for Australia?
Tomorrow night.
You're leaving tomorrow?
Yeah. When are you leaving?
You may want to double check that because David's not going to be there. He's going somewhere else.
Oh, so hold on. Let's digress for a second. These two lovers, mother lovers.
Who?
Mother lovers. 'Cause I want to say motherfuckers. 'Cause I respect
Wait,
you.
but who's the lover?
These two mother lovers.
Who?
He's trying not to curse.
But
Me
which two?
and you.
You and him.
Oh.
So you two
and him. No,
and
you
then
and her.
David is meaning these countries and shit.
Yes.
Ain't this about a bitch?
Well, next month I'm going to Cuba and Dominican Republic. So.
I'm going to Cuba next month.
Oh, really? Maybe we'll plan around the same time.
We've already been there.
No, I already know David's not going to be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's fine. He'll be back by like Sunday or Monday.
Okay. I'm not coming till Saturday.
I land on Saturday.
I will land on Sunday.
I feel like I'm watching tennis right now.
Yeah.
But anyhow, okay, so what else is going on in the world?
It's a good thing you're coming because you want to do everything all at the same fucking time. What are you doing? What are you going to do? I need one day without you where I can just lay on the beach and get a tan.
On that tailbone.
I might be laying on the beach too. I'm trying to get a tan too.
In a mankini.
Right, that won't be happening.
That's gonna be amazing. I'm really looking forward to that trip and seeing Nick again. Okay, so Power Rangers. I didn't think that this was like a really big deal until Gio brought it up because I didn't look too far into it. But apparently, they are going to feature the first openly gay superhero.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, people who grew up on Power Rangers like myself, watching every day before school.
I did not.
I don't remember having no gay ranger or gay superheroes. So, I mean, it's dope for the LGBT community because...
Spider-Man was gay.
Says
What?
who?
Spider-Man always been going like that. Anyway, but listen.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Listen, I'm funny when I warm up, okay? Listen, at the end of the day, why are all these milestones still so shocking? Like they had the gay cartoon recently, right? And people were all up in arms about that.
I think the reason is because they're introducing them to obviously a really... Are you going to the Power Rangers movie? I'm not going to see the Power Rangers movies. But you...
Because my boy RJ Cycler is the Blue Ranger, so I got to support.
Okay, well, I'm not
in the movie, he's not.
Yes, he is. RJ Cycler. He's
Is
the
he the
blue.
one playing
No, he's
him?
not the gay one. He's the Blue Ranger.
Who's the other Blue Ranger?
There's only one.
Well, in the TV show, there was a white boy.
Oh, no,
now they got a white boy playing a Black Ranger.
But is the Blue Ranger black?
Yes, in the new movie.
Okay, but the Blue Ranger who's still running around and he wears blue all the time.
Oh, you talking?
Is he still the Blue Ranger or was he used to be the Blue Ranger?
You talking about the black guy?
Yes.
He was the Black Ranger. In the TV show. I know you're talking about. No,
he was the blue one because on his car, his license plate says Blue Ranger.
Oh, that was from the TV show. Nazir with
Is he still a Blue Ranger?
No.
Because he has to change his whole branding now.
No. They shoot that over in New Zealand for the TV series. Anyway,
I
got you. No, I got you.
As a
I know what you're talking about. But continue.
Yeah. So I think that the big deal is the fact that they're introducing, this to a young audience, an audience that's comprised mainly of children. Mm-hmm. So it's just like a lot of parents take issue with the fact that they want to teach their kids about sex and sexuality. And they think that talking about homosexuality is too mature of a concept to discuss with children.
Guess what? A lot of your kids are fucking gay.
I agree.
I will tell you that the thing that is so frustrating, I told you the story about when I ran into those two kids in Apple who were gay and who were struggling with it, whatever. Like, kids are more open to diversity and thinking outside the box than parents are.
They absolutely are. I can 100% agree with you. I remember watching this story online about this little boy, physically a boy who identified, it's in reverse. A little girl who identified as a boy from very early on, like 3. Yep. Her parents started to notice, just like how she wanted to wear her hair, like how she wanted to dress, and how she literally said, I'm a boy, And so they had a really difficult decision to make. Like, do they try to force the fact that, physically she's a girl to push her into all the girl things, wearing pink, playing with dolls, playing with little girls, whatever? Or do they just let their child express themselves the way that they wanted? And the kid is like 11 years old, living as a boy, and plans to get reassignment surgery because literally the kid feels like I was born with the wrong body. Was saying this at like the age of 7.
That's crazy. I watched that show.
Let people do what they do. Like I just have never understood why. I mean, and I never, until I was on Love and Hip Hop, experienced hate for gay stuff. Like I just never experienced it. But it's so interesting to see how so many people who aren't directly impacted by an individual's choice has such an opinion on things that don't even relate to them.
Yeah.
I've always found that amazing
Like,
too.
for example, why do we care if gay people get married? I don't plan to get married. I actually was on a call with somebody last week who was talking to me about them wanting to get married and have kids. And I'm thinking, like, would I get married? I don't think I would get married. But that should be my choice if I decide to get married.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they even touched on that in Beauty and the Beast.
Oh yeah, because there was a gay character there.
Yeah.
Is it LeFou?
Lumiere.
Okay.
He didn't come off gay to me. It was another scene.
He's French.
Yeah,
so,
it was another scene where
Frenchies can go.
The dresser was dressing up these boys, and the song's talking about "Be Free," which is one of the new songs. "Be free, be free," and then 2 of the guys that was in the dress turned away, and then one guy turned and smiled at the camera like, "I'm finally could be myself." So
that's funny.
Yeah,
that's funny.
It was hilarious.
I don't really like the insinuation that gay men like to cross dress. I'm really not all about that.
Yeah, I don't know what it's about. That was just, but I'm just saying they touched on it in Beauty and the Beast.
I've tried to put you in a dress. It didn't work out.
Listen, did you try to put me in a
I'm kidding.
No, I tried to. One Halloween, I was going to go as Medea. I actually bought all the shit, too. I put it on, and I just was like, I ain't wearing no motherfucking dress. So I don't know how Tyler Perry does it.
So that's different levels to gays.
Skating right along. We're going to move right along. Hello, because that just went woo right over your head.
I wanted to know.
I said I couldn't dress like a woman, and I don't know how Tyler Perry does it. Anyway, what else is going on in the world?
Donald Trump threw shade at Colin Kaepernick.
Surely did.
He's such a dickhead. He basically said...
President Dickhead?
Yeah, President Dickhead. So he sent out this tweet and he said, it's reported the NFL owners don't want to pick him up because they don't want to get a nasty tweet from Donald Trump. Do you believe that? I just saw that. He's such a douche. He's like the definition of douchebag.
Wait, did he say that?
He said that was his tweet.
Out his mouth.
His tweet said...
He read his...
That they don't want to get a negative tweet from me?
Yeah. No. He said NFL owners will not pick up Colin Kaepernick, who basically decided not to re-sign with the 49ers. So now he's a free agent, quote, AKA unemployed until another team picks him up. And they basically said, he basically insinuated the NFL owners are not going to pick him up because they don't want to get a nasty tweet from him.
Donald
I'm like,
President,
you really
realize that he believes he's a king.
I know that.
You do, right? Our president is under investigation by the FBI.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that. This is the reason for this is what everybody's been looking for. This is a reason for impeachment right here.
Yeah, somebody tweeted impeachment. I forgot who did that.
Using his Twitter.
Woman, I forget her name.
He's choosing Maxine Waters.
Yes.
He's using his Twitter account to spread propaganda and fucking lies. He is the definition of douchebag.
I hope he get impeached.
I do too.
But this is our opportunity, so we got to cross our fingers.
He's literally the definition of a dictator. And on the flip side, let's talk about Colin Kaepernick.
He's still doing his charity work, still donating.
He just donated like $50,000 to Meals on Wheels, a program that, his Trump Care is going to do away with. It's unfucking believable.
Big up to you,
if Colin was smart, and if you see this, call me. Colin can raise hundreds of millions of dollars right now.
Oh, this is the time to do it.
To lead programs in inner cities to combat the stuff that Trump is doing, and he can have a full-time career as an activist while he waits getting picked up. And I'm sure he'll get picked up.
Yeah.
He's. I mean, I don't doubt that he's going to, but Trump thinks that he's the reason why he's currently unemployed. I'm like, nobody's thinking about you, motherfucker, other than when are you going to be impeached? That's it. That's all everybody's really thinking about. So.
Okay, so what else is going on in the world?
Okay, so Tomi Lahren, we all know who she is. She's
not Tommy from the Martin Show.
No, Lahren.
I'm just saying. Well, not Tommy.
He passed away.
Not Ralph Lauren's son, Tommy.
No, Tomi Lahren, Lahren. She is on Glenn Beck's
Blaze.
Yeah, the Blaze. Yeah, his website, and she's like, the know-it-all, blonde, blue-eyed, white privileged little bitch that usually.
When I was waiting with Trevor Noah,
I was waiting for the word bitch to be somewhere in that because I knew that
I'm
was
sorry.
really.
No, you said no. Keep that. Say that.
I think it's really. I think it's the only way to describe this woman.
How you feel? Yeah.
But your friend Charlemagne hangs out with her.
I think that Charlemagne hangs out with her because Charlemagne is fascinated. When you pick up a rock and you see all the bugs underneath it and you just want to stare because you're so disgusted but fascinated by what you're seeing?
I don't pick up rocks, but
listen.
I do.
I understand.
When I was a kid, I used to pick up rocks and like, ew, but I would still look.
Yeah.
That's what Tomi Lahren is. She's those bugs underneath a rock that you can't help but look at because it's just so fascinating and yet it disgusts you.
When she was on The View the other day, you know what I thought? I swear to God, I thought it. She'd be great for The View. She'd be great as the far right. Yeah,
with the Elizabeth Hasselbeck seat.
And I loved the era when Elizabeth was on there because I hated her, but I loved to tune in to watch them attack her and her attack them because she was smart.
Yeah.
And I think this girl, although she is not...
She's not as intelligent as Elizabeth Hasselbeck.
She's smart, though. And she's sharp.
Yeah, but
she's quick with the bullshit.
But she's also very confused because if you look back at tapes of her, like, a few years ago, she had a very, very liberal stance on a lot of her views. And one of them seems to have not...
created some problems for her.
Well, yeah, it has created some problems for her because...
she went on The View.
Was this on the? This was.
Yeah, she went on The View.
She went on. Yeah, you're right. She went on The View and she was talking about the fact that she's pro-choice. Now, if you're a Republican, you are anti-abortion. You are pro-life all the fucking way. I don't even want to get started on that, but she said that she was pro-choice. I know this girl has had an abortion. I know she has. For her to have been able, to have taken that stance and such a hardcore stance. Well, she's been suspended from the Blaze for a week because of those comments that she made. And this is the one time I actually agree with her. Like, it's the one time ever. I never thought that I would agree with a single solitary thing that came out of this girl's mouth. But I actually agree with it. I think a woman's body is her body. It's for her to make all her own decisions. And I'm very pro-choice.
Yeah, I will say that in the end, it is the woman's right to make a decision on what she does with her body. But I would hope that women can consult with or talk to their man that they have a child with, because I've had friends whose girlfriends had abortions without having conversations.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get into anybody else's personal business because I don't want to get slapped. But there are people out there having abortions with people's children without having a conversation with them, and that's fucked up.
I agree with that statement. I do believe
I don't believe no man should say that women shouldn't have the right to abortion, especially when we know that that sex crimes are high and people do get molested and raped and other things happen besides consensual sex.
I absolutely do not think that there should, I agree with you there. There should not be laws and legislation that say that a woman does not have the right to choose what to do with her body. That is where I think that's wrong. But in every individual instance, when a woman is pregnant, obviously she conceived with a man, that man should have a say in what they do,
unless it's just like some,
unless she's been raped or whatever the case, or molestation, incest, whatever the case is. Those are extreme circumstances. But like in the average, an average situation where a man and woman lay down and some shit pops up, they
shit doesn't pop up. It's called a baby.
It's not upturd.
By the way, I don't know if you saw on Hollywood Unlocked, we posted a video of a woman having a C-section.
Yo,
yeah,
that shit was beautiful.
I saw that.
Why were you in the comments talking about the baby had big balls? Because all I kept getting was tags, people saying you talking about the baby.
Because that baby's balls were huge.
This is what I said. I said, look at the balls on this little nigga. He came out with a mortgage and credit debt.
But I will say,
I got 100 followers off that.
Watching that video, you play in the comments. Oh, I see you in the comments.
And I get followers off that shit.
People think I post everything on Hollywood Unlocked. I haven't posted anything on Hollywood Unlocked in so long on the Instagram. But I do see the comments because I'm always... The comments is the only thing I live for.
I love comments.
The comments on YouTube and the comments on the Instagram. So I go there and I see your comment and I see everybody adding you. I'm like, here he go with his followers again. But I will tell you though, I have 5 sisters. I've never talked to them about birth. And you're pregnant, then you got a kid. That's pretty much my only relationship with them. And I buy them stuff from time to time. Damn, y'all. I could even imagine.
And that baby was breached.
Yeah.
That fucking thing was so big coming out of her. And I was just like, oh my.
Let me tell you something,
God.
Jack. That ain't nothing. I was blessed to actually see my daughter come out the natural way with no drugs at all.
Was she screaming?
No. Oh. She was a champ. And to see it come out of the natural way, you literally see and hear the pelvic bone breaking and you see this beautiful creation coming out, followed by a placenta. Which I threw up and
that
passed
just
out.
made my vagina hurt.
So that what you saw is a lot easier than seeing it come out the vagina.
I don't even have a vagina, but
It made my
felt the vagina hurt.
But let me tell you something.
That thing coming out. At first, when I posted, I really posted it as a joke because I thought it was like an animation or something.
You thought yeah.
Until my writers, I sent it to them. My screenshot, I said, "Put this up," and then they were like all in the comments, like, "Oh my God, like I'm never having kids." Like what? And so then I thought, "Is this real?" So I go back and look.
It went super viral.
I was traumatized.
Let me tell you something. When I seen my daughter born, that's the day I grew a newfound respect for women because y'all are fucking built.
Let me tell you something. When I saw Kourtney Kardashian pull her last baby out of her vagina,
I didn't see that.
I was like, bitch, you're showing off. Stop it. Like, stop it.
The doctor let her pull out her baby?
She did pull it out.
I was like, I can't.
Side note. Kourtney Kardashian's security Tim texts me. So we're planning dinner. Do you want to come?
Yes, I do.
Perfect.
No,
I'm free.
You're not invited.
Actually, no. Because I'm sick and tired of Melissa becoming friends with all my friends.
Yeah, so
and then all of a sudden, you're going down the wrong slope in Japan.
Hold on one second here. You dropped David off on my goddamn doorstep.
And
for a segment that's now spanning around the world.
I remember that.
I mean, he's a great guy. Anyway,
so tomorrow about 7:30.
Shoes outside the door, huh?
7:30 about tomorrow for dinner.
I have plans tomorrow.
I have a flight to catch.
I have a workshop in the day. I have I'm going to this thing tomorrow that's like really big. I've been trying to get in the Soho House, so I get a text for an invitation to an event tomorrow with one of the panelists is the owner of the Soho House. So
you absolutely have to go to that.
Funny because I actually am very close friends with the owner of Soho House.
What's his name?
Get out.
Get in.
What's his name?
Huh?
What's his name?
I know Chris.
What happened?
The owner of Soho House.
What happened was
his name is Ron Burkle.
I know Ron Burkle very well. White Jewish guy. Now I know Chris, which works for Ron.
Wait.
Actually, I went to the
what's that show?
I went to the opening of Towel as well, guys.
What's that show you say on? Another episode of Niggas Ain't Shit?
Of Niggas.
Wait, let's slow the show down a little bit because there's a lot of lying going on here, and I want to be the fact checker.
Truth.
So you went to the opening of Towel.
Yeah.
So Towel, Beauty and Essex, a lot of
on the Dream Hotel.
open here in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And you went.
Yes, I did.
And I didn't see any photos.
Because listen, you ain't got to show.
Was trying
you
to
got
maintain
moving
people's
shadows.
privacy.
Yeah, sometimes you ain't got, you got to move in the shadows. I don't need everybody to know what I'm doing.
But then the days that you choose not to move in the shadows is you with taco meat on your chest and laying in the car looking like you're dying of heat exhaustion. The opening of Tao is when you actually post some stuff.
Well, you know what? It was a lot. It was a lot of people I told that I wasn't going because they knew I was the juice to connect, and I didn't want to go in there with nobody. Just me and my girl.
Okay. So how was it? Who was there?
A lot of nobodies. Nobody exclusive.
That's not true.
Yeah. I mean, not exclusive to me.
Cassie was there.
I didn't see her.
Drea was there.
Drea's not exclusive to me.
And we have just now entered the shady portion
I'm lying.
of the show.
Okay, I'm fucking lying.
I love you, Drea.
I'm trying to be.
Excuse me. Jesus was there. You know, it's funny because I got invited to go and I was like, I ain't going to that. And then I was sitting at home watching on everybody's Insta stories. I was like, fuck, I should get up and get ready to go.
It's right around the block from your house.
I know, I could have walked, but
I can't believe it. It was right around the corner from your house. Me, it was 30 minutes away. I was dressed.
That's understandable.
I was dressed in everything, sitting on my couch. I was like, I can't.
I won't lie. Last night I was dressed to go to Cassie's party. I changed my outfit twice, and then I was like, I don't think I'm gonna go. I ended up going, but I took an Uber because I just was like, fuck it, I don't want to drive. I didn't want to go. It takes a lot for me to get out the house now. I think I need to move out of my current house because something about it makes me not want to leave.
That's good. Stay your ass at home. Help build Hollywood Unlocked up more and more and more.
I have a team.
That was deep. Well, listen, guys, we should all do Soho House or Tao or the dinner with Tim.
I mean, I don't need you to coordinate that because this is in my social sphere. But I am going to the event on a Friday. The owner of the Clippers will be on the panel. It's a really powerful panel.
It's hard to get in.
And there's a membership. I got invited. It's $50 to go, but I got invited free, and I get a year membership to go to these things. So I'm going to go to that. And then tomorrow night, Sherry Shepherd has an event with some comedian named Scruncho. It's a one-man show. I think it's fun. She invited me to that, so I'm going to go.
Well, I'll see you there because I might go to that. So moving on, Miss Ford.
I'll be on an airplane for 14 hours.
And I'll be right behind
16.
you.
Yep. No, it's 14.
No, 14, you're right.
Yeah, I know that.
Continue.
Wait, so when do you leave tomorrow?
10:45 at night. I'm waiting on my coccyx pillow. It's coming today.
Why you got to put all that ox on the cocks in the pillow?
First of all,
because it's called your coccyx bone.
Listen, we're going to Australia to meet with David. She needs her coccyx ready to go.
You're so funny. Anywho. Okay, so I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
There was an author in Chicago, and she was diagnosed with cancer. And so she had ovarian cancer, actually. And she decided to write a dating profile for her husband, knowing that she was terminally ill and was going to eventually die. So she has since passed away. And I mean, do you think that, would you do that for a loved one? Can you think that you would be that compassionate and want your loved one to move on and find love once you're gone?
Yeah, I could do it.
And they're still very, early in life. Like they were in late 30s, early 40s.
That she passed?
Yeah.
Oh man, bless her heart. That's young.
Ovarian cancer is horrible. My mother had it.
So is the question, would I write a love letter to my partner?
No, would you set up?
She basically set up like a dating profile and she wrote the bio. And the bio
she was white.
Yes, they were Caucasian.
That's just doing too much. Why do you need to make a dating profile for your partner in case you die? Bitch.
Well, it was basically a dating profile. She wrote the bio, but she also wrote an essay, and it was called "Why You Would Want to Marry My Husband."
That's beautiful.
I think that's beautiful.
No, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I think but if you start creating the profile,
yeah,
and it just happens to get published.
Only after she passes away.
That nigga might.
But who publishes it? Yeah, who publishes it? Does it he does?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's still in mourning.
I don't think she thought it all the way through.
Yeah,
because clearly, if you have to activate it, it's one thing if you give it to your attorney, a letter, and I watched the Oprah show one time where this woman was dying of a disease, and then she left all these letters for her kids, and then they read them. It was very emotional. I can understand that, but you create a dating profile.
Well, I mean, so it's just the essay, okay? And the essay is why you would want to marry my husband. And that in itself is a dating profile, where she lists everything that she fell in love with while they were dating, and I stand corrected. She was 51 when she passed away.
But then you got to think about the girl that's reading it. the women that's reading it. Like,
no.
I think women would love that.
We're stopping that shit.
Women.
Up.
If a woman is telling another woman, I can't have him, but I want you to have him because he's a great guy, they're gonna eat that up.
Oh my god!
But knowing a guy's still in love with his deceased wife,
I don't know. I won't even date guys who are separated.
You're in a relationship with somebody who you love now, right?
From here to the end of the universe.
And you love your ex, don't you?
What?
She was just here last week.
I have a love for her. Like, I hope she's well. I hope she's healthy. I wish no bad towards her.
Do you love the mother of your child?
Healthy.
Of course I love the mother of my child.
Okay, so you're in a relationship now where you were still loving somebody else. So it's not like you're physically loving them. You just love them. So he's gonna move on, and he's still gonna love his wife or ex-wife. It's still his wife because she dies, right?
Yeah.
You can't stop yourself.
This ain't a movie. He said like it's a movie. This ain't no fucking movie.
So when your wife dies, are you still married?
No,
you're
until
a widow.
death do you part.
You're a widower.
Until death do we part. Okay.
Yes.
Until death do we part.
Do you have to do paperwork?
You get a death certificate.
A death certificate. You check the box widower. No, you're not divorced.
I don't think I should be given a title just because you died. I don't want to be no.
Some people still wear their wedding rings when their other person dies. They still say they're married and still wear their wedding ring. And some people just can't move on. It depends on how much you love that person.
So since we're talking about marriage, there was somebody that I thought was really good looking, a model, of course. But on the surface, I'm like light skin, freckles, free to travel, whatever. But one of my friends told me.
The fuck do the freckles have to do with freedom to travel?
One of my friends told me, nah, you don't want to date that person, because just told me all these negative things about the person. But I'm going to tell you, I never just listen to people, because we had this conversation yesterday. Sometimes it's for the better, sometimes it's for the worse. But I FaceTimed this person out the blue one. I was just laying in bed on my computer, FaceTimed this person. We had an hour conversation, and it was a really good conversation. I didn't know the person was in what is it? Real estate development, models and real estate development, has a career. It's 28, which is older than I typically date. So I said to myself,
got one foot in the grave.
So I said, would you get married? And this person says, oh, I'm getting married. And I'm getting married. I already have the house in the Hamptons. I already know what it's going to look like. It's going to be a small wedding. We started to talk about it. Then I was just like, do you want to have kids? He was like, yep, I want to have kids. Hasn't thought through how to have them yet. So I said to myself, damn, well, should I start trying to find somebody to grow with? Because I'm going to die first, because they're going to be younger.
You are not promised tomorrow. Anything can happen.
Say it. Betty White outliving everybody on the planet.
So we had this conversation. So now we're talking about getting married. But listen.
What? Wait, is this who you said you're in love with?
No.
Wait. Okay.
Oh, I'm in love with Cassie. I told you that.
Oh, right. Okay. Sorry. I'm trying.
You got to follow this diagram.
I'm trying to keep your shit straight.
So it's just me and my dog. The only relationship problem we have now is that, one, they live in another state, and two,
geography. That's not a problem.
They only want 20 people at the wedding.
So
that's fine. I want a big ass wedding, but that's cool.
So you could 20 people for both of us.
Okay.
10 each.
I have 9 living siblings.
Okay.
Yeah, they ain't gonna work.
My father and his wife.
Move on.
Y'all too.
Yeah.
Blue collar got to shoot it. Somebody want to attend it. My team.
These are not the things that you're supposed to be considering
when
you're dealing with a love. How about this? You get married and it's the 20 people, and then you have a big blowout party.
That's a big blowout. That's what I said. I was like, can't wait to blow it out. No, but I do agree. I said what we can do is we can have a small wedding, real private, exclusive, sexy, and shoot that and have that as a memory, and then have a real big wedding too.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
and the party and all that.
How did you feel about that?
Well, we spent a lot of time talking about the guest list.
Y'all really planning?
I said because my guest list is going to be at least 200, maybe 150.
I'm sorry. I'm just got distracted by something on Hollywood Unlocked. I don't know what the fuck happened to Kesha.
What happened? She died?
No, she's fucking huge now.
No.
Stress.
Jesus Christ.
Stress.
Okay, anyway, back to my wedding.
I'm sorry. No, fuck that wedding. It's not going to happen, Jason.
Y'all both going to stop forgetting my name on the show.
David, your name is going to be Jay.
Your mama named you David, you're going to be David.
Man. Damn,
where's Caitlyn Jenner?
Somewhere driving a off-road truck. He still do manly shit. Well, he still do manly shit, which is funny to me. And I watched the fucking Kardashian episode of her getting robbed. It was the drama. Oh, it was so dramatic.
It was sad.
It was sad. It was very sad.
Because you know what? A lot of people, including somebody on this show, I won't say any names, didn't really believe that Kim Kardashian was robbed. Thought it was a possible stunt.
It kind of.
Do you still think it was a stunt?
I want to hear our thoughts on what you.
So do you think
I can't give my thoughts because I didn't watch it.
But do you? Okay, so you have to watch it and you have to tell us your thoughts. I feel like it was legit, and
I'm 50-50.
Nah, I feel like it was. The thing about it is, we had this conversation out here where we were talking about the Kardashians when Takara was here. The Kardashians stand up for black issues and this and that, whatever. You know, exactly after the day after that show, Kourtney Kardashian tweeted "Get out" and got attacked for that.
No, it was Khloe.
Kourtney.
See, now you have an odd situation. Put a pin in that.
Okay, maybe it was
Kourtney Kardashian got dragged on Twitter after tweeting about "Get out."
Okay, sorry. Tristan Thompson also got dragged on Twitter because he's dating Khloe. My bad.
But my point is that no matter what they say, if they
all
say
these fucking interwoven threads and shit.
If they say let's support Get Out at the box office, or if they don't promote Get Out, it's like they can't do nothing. They get attacked for no matter what.
No,
they do.
because they put niggas in a sunken place too.
They put niggas in
Lamar there, Kanye there.
First
they
of all,
put their own brother there.
Anytime you chase anything that you think is gonna for any wrong reason, I feel like a lot of these young black men chase the Kardashians for fame. They want to be famous.
I 100% agree with you.
I would chase
but
it
guess
for that
what?
voting.
Well, guess what, Melissa? What the fuck comes with fame?
A lot of bullshit.
And stress and drama, and you drive yourself crazy. I look at Floyd. Floyd loves that shit. He loves going out and having mobs follow him. We've been in places where there's been hundreds of people waiting outside of a fucking shoe store. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Who wants that shit?
Crazy.
I don't want that shit.
However, I was just reading something on James Harden on ESPN, who is one of Khloe's
And he
exes.
said he got out because it was too much.
Yeah. And so he's been laying low. And he's just been chilling, working on his craft. He did happen to slide in my DMs. I did not answer. Sorry.
You curved him?
That's what I do.
But what did he say?
He just said, what's up? You know, I guess it was like, you know, trying to instigate like
that
conversation.
Beard was trying to get to know them bangs.
Well, I'm working on a show right now. It's a scripted project, and it's going to be so fucking funny. But I'm going to tell you off camera how that ties into that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, so that's that. But it's been reported that he's just basically trying to maintain a very low profile just because that was really stressful on him. So, maintaining that relationship.
And back to the Kardashians again.
Miles Austin was another one that just really wanted nothing to do with that shit.
But he was chasing her because she was the hot girl. And they all do. All of those guys, no disrespect to them. Yeah, I can't say that because then it'd be disrespectful. I think a lot of them are. It's some really bitch shit. Like you're just trying to hook up with these girls because you want to get famous. Then you get in there and get crazy, and then you turn around and blame them. Like how's it their fault?
If I was single, boy, I humble one of them.
I don't think that could happen.
All right, don't underestimate me.
The Kardashians are a machine, and I will tell you, I love Kris Jenner, but don't nobody move like that. At the end of the day,
I'm gonna tell you this: fuck the machine, fuck the business. I feel like if they had just a normal dude that they fuck with, it was like, yo, this nigga normal, and this nigga, he giving me everything that a rich dude can't, but he's giving me something different, and he fucking me good. Let me tell you something. Rihanna fuck normal niggas. I know that for a fact. Every female, I think, to that magnitude likes normal guys. And I'll humble the fuck out of Kardashian. Forget you, Jesus.
Okay, so are there other things to talk about that are not real and that will never happen?
Okay, well, speaking of Get Out, this kind of segues back into that. Dave Chappelle had a comedy special. It was two of them. Okay, two stand-up specials, exactly. Everyone's talking about the money that he got, but more interesting than that.
How much money did he get?
Like $20 million.
Damn.
Yeah, but you know.
But it's good that he turned down the $50 million to stay behind his his ground.
Well,
he's made all that money coming back.
He gives an interview with Gayle King where he discusses Key and Peele. You know, Jordan Peele is the guy behind who wrote and directed Get Out. And he basically says that his feelings are hurt by the fact that they have not paid homage to him. And their sketch comedy, basically, he was the inspiration for it. The Chappelle Show was the inspiration. And he got so much pushback and flack from the network during that time because he was a trailblazer. He was a pioneer. Like his.
Can I tell you, I've never been a Dave Chappelle fan like
really?
that. Wow. I've only seen his show one time. I could never really watch.
Okay, I don't know if it's on Netflix.
I will never sit down. I can never sit down and watch that. I saw the one of him as a crackhead. It was funny.
I'll tell you something, Joe Rogan.
But
Tyrone Biggums.
I've met Dave Chappelle, but in Vegas, but I'm not a Dave Chappelle
He's getting
fan.
better looking with age. He's putting on like, some,
no.
Yeah.
We posted a photo of him yesterday. That's a motherfucking lie. I'm going to pull it up for you right now.
Okay. Well, everybody has a bad day, bad camera angle.
Right. That's true.
Like
today for me, it's an off day for me.
But again, me saying I'm not a fan of No Jab Geo Day. I'm going to say that even though I'm not a fan of Dave Chappelle, I am
respect his craft.
I respect the fact that he's been able to be dominant in his lane, and that even after going away for so long, could just come right back, and he has a loyal fan base, and he's amazing.
All the major, like Kevin Hart, Michael Blackson was all like live, like Instagram snapping, like, yo, watching the Pioneer and watching somebody that they looked up to, because that's what you can do. And he came back swinging. Like, it's just only now it's time for Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
But they say it take about 2 years to get back on that stage, and Dave Chappelle took his time, and he's back, and it was very good. You should watch it.
But he was doing like pop-ups here and there.
Yes, he was.
I don't think that he ever lost his edge. I think that he just kind of lost his desire to be in front of the camera and share his talents with people, because it wasn't respected in the way that he needed.
He did get booed that one day. Remember, he was doing stand-up somewhere, and he got booed by a Trump supporter. I can't remember.
They don't count.
They don't count. You're right.
Nah, they don't fucking count. They don't fucking count. So anyways, the interview goes on to say that, he created the lane in which Key and Peele are basically, monetizing, off of, and they have yet to really recognize him for that. And so he says his feelings are hurt.
If Chappelle was still on the air, there would be no Key and Peele show. They started off on
whenever people say that,
if
so and so wasn't here anymore, if so and so was still here, then so and so wouldn't have like a career.
For example, they always say
if Aaliyah was still alive, then
Beyonce wouldn't be Beyonce,
and that's not true.
I just want to say, like, to the dreamer that believes that they can enter any space, like, there's enough room for everybody. I know. I was on a call yesterday about this show, and somebody was saying, you guys are sort of like the Breakfast Club. We are not like the Breakfast Club. You can say there's two guys and a female. You could say that we're all people of color. You could say all those things, those attributes that look like aesthetically, but I feel like we're different than the Breakfast Club.
I do too.
We're definitely a lot more reckless.
Say that's two good looking.
Are we more reckless than the Breakfast Club?
Well, we can curse. We can curse, and we talk a lot about sex, and they don't.
Right.
Yeah. We talk.
They talk about what? Hip hop. Yeah. What does the Breakfast Club talk about? Hip hop?
Hip hop, culture, some hot topics, Donald Trump, their guests. I don't know.
They get some pretty fantastic freaking guests.
Yeah, they do.
But they got a booker, goddammit.
They have a budget.
They got a budget and a booker.
Shout out to Dash Radio. So what else is going on in the world?
Okay, so I saw this story in the news, and I always think that these are really interesting. There was a 101-year-old woman, and she did like an AMA, which is an Ask Me Anything on Reddit. And she was asked, what is her biggest regret? 101 years, you've lived a long life, you've seen a lot of things. What would you say is your number one regret? And it goes into what you were saying earlier. Her number one regret is that she couldn't have children. Her choice of word that she said, I couldn't have children. I don't know if that was like a physical thing where she couldn't give birth, or that she chose not to. But she said that as you get older, life just gets lonelier and lonelier, and she wishes that she had children. And, my ex-boyfriend, his aunt passed away at 72 years old. And I'd always thought that she was very free-spirited, never wanted to get married, and never wanted to have kids. On her deathbed, she was like, I should have had kids, and I should have gotten married. Even if it ended in divorce, I should have just had one under my belt. And I'm like, oh shit, that's why I've been so YOLO. Fuck my tailbone. I'm going everywhere. Yeah. I'm gonna marry at least 3 times, and I'm definitely gonna have a baby.
Well, yes. I've given away a lot of my kids.
Touche, my good man. Touche.
Mouths all over the world.
I would have 3 kids right now, but I only have 1.
Yeah. And she also said, when she was asked about her late husband, what she missed about him, she missed things like the way he, made noise when he ate his food, or how he'd rub his left foot against his right calf when he was sleeping. Like, it's like the 1,000 trivial things that when they're no longer there, those are the things that you miss, not like the big, huge, massive things. It's like
eating her pussy or stuff like that.
She didn't mention that. She didn't mention that.
I'm about to say, Jason, have some respect.
For what?
The dead.
She's not dead.
The husband is.
Okay, fine.
So it's disrespectful to say he didn't eat her pussy right enough for her to miss it.
Jeez.
Anyway, so what? Let's end the show by just.
I'm trying to think.
We have to end the show. Let's end the show by saying one regret that we have. Starting with you, Melissa. What is one regret that you have that maybe the world doesn't know?
It's gonna be a little sad.
Okay, go ahead.
I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to my dad before he died. He was in a coma for 2 weeks. And it was a drug-induced coma that he never woke up from. So
that was deep. Damn.
Sorry.
Okay.
That's my number one regret.
Yeah.
It's in the same vein. Like I regret not talking to my mother and telling her I'm sorry, apologizing before she passed. It's the same vein. I think about that shit every day. Look, Jason trying to find something that's gonna be deep too.
No, I was gonna talk about the time I was molested, but
can't laugh at that.
Is the regret that you didn't put a knife through the person's throat or something?
I'm not even gonna talk about that.
Okay.
That's a whole different deep.
First of all, there's so many crazy things going on in my head right now because I want to say so much, but I can't because you guys just said serious things.
Well,
so end it on a light note.
You know what? The only regret that I would say that I have is that I haven't been able to decide if I want to have kids or get married and have a family or not.
That's
up until this point in your life.
Up until right now.
Up until this point.
Like I just can't. I don't know if that's a regret. Is that a regret?
That's like more of a
I get it. You want to want them.
I want to have a family.
You want to want it. But you don't necessarily.
I want to want it.
Yeah, you want to want it, but
I
you
don't want anything more than business right now.
Well, Jason, you're only 39, man.
It's really hard to like.
Yeah, but that's up there.
It's not a spring chicken, and I'm talking from the perspective of somebody who's past
Listen,
that
guys,
mark.
I had my daughter at 16. Having kids young is great, so that's something I do
Shut the
thank
fuck
God
up.
for.
Shut up.
What?
But I don't have a lot of regrets in general. Like even with my mom, we had talked about on the last show. I don't have any regrets with anything in that experience with her because it's just a learning experience that's taught me lessons, and I've defined kind of how I've moved on. So.
I mean, like what the passing of my father, and then a relationship that I had, shortly after that. What I've realized is I say exactly what I want to say when the person's in front of me. I don't let things go. I don't keep things in my head. If I want to say it, if I want to do it, if I feel it, if I want to kiss you, I kiss you. If I want to hug you, I don't need a reason to do
more women need to be like that because a lot of my relationships could have been saved. A lot of my relationships could have been saved the past if they had just spoke on how they felt in the moment opposed to 3-4 years later.
Yeah.
Well, all my relationships,
I like that. That's
all my relationships were doomed for failure because they were all wrong from the beginning, except for the first one that I was in. That, by the way, he just called me to tell me he was getting married. So,
to a man or a woman?
To a man.
I don't know. Niggas change.
Yeah, Are you going to go to the wedding?
Of course.
Okay.
If they say if there's anybody here that don't think they should be together,
I'll be your date if you want.
Okay, great.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
No, I would never be the guy that stands up in somebody's wedding and say I object because that's some bullshit. Like
that was one of the
different world.
That was one of the best scenes ever on TV. Was when Dwayne Wayne came for Whitley at the altar.
That was a scripted television show.
It resonated.
So can you imagine on your wedding day a nigga stand talking about, wait a minute, I'm like, nah, nigga, who invited him?
I would be like, well, see. That's really nice of you.
Nah, if Flo came busting through the door and said,
would you stop? He is not the default. I'm going to have to show you pictures of my other exes so we can get off him.
But it's just funny to say Flo Rida coming to save your life.
Wait, Gio,
save my life.
Gio, 1, 2, 3.
Flo Rida.
All right, we out.
Bye, we love y'all.
Bye.
Oh, Lord.